This is undoubtedly the biggest system bug in the history of Earth's evolution. It has eyes, but they are perched on the ends of two long stalks. It has a mouth, but it looks like a serrated drinking straw attached to a long flexible trunk. It has a body, but no one knows how to classify it. It isn't a fish, it isn't a worm, and it certainly isn't a mollusk. It possesses three biological traits that are completely mutually exclusive. It's as if you saw a human with bird wings, fish gills, and tiger claws. Top scientists have argued for 60 years, dissecting thousands of fossils, only to conclude, we have no idea what this thing is. Even with the most advanced 3D scanning technology of 2025, we still cannot explain why such an absurd structure evolved on Earth. Some scientists have even proposed a chilling hypothesis. It wasn't evolved, it was designed. It defies every logic of growth for both vertebrates and invertebrates. It has no ancestors and no descendants. It appeared out of thin air at a specific point in time and then vanished completely. When you stare at the fossil, those eyes on stalks carry a sense of detachment that doesn't belong to that era. Like a high-dimensional probe dropped into the ocean 300 million years ago to observe newly born life. If it isn't a product of natural evolution, where did it come from? This is the Tully Monster, the only creature scientists have officially named a monster. Its formal name is Tullimonstrum gregarium. In 1958, an amateur fossil hunter named Francis Tully cracked open an ordinary siderite concretion in a coal mine and realized he had disturbed the very hornet's nest of evolution. Inside was a 12-inch dark impression so bizarre it made the veteran hunter freeze for 3 full seconds. He took it to the Field Museum in Chicago, where top paleontologists stared at it for 5 minutes in total silence. Not because they were excited, but because their brains had completely crashed. It was like an iPhone technician being handed a device with a Nokia shell, running Linux, but displaying the screen of an old-fashioned arcade game. Mollusk experts shook their heads. The mouth looked like a squid, but squid tentacles don't have teeth. Arthropod experts declined. The body looked like a shrimp, but shrimp eyes don't grow on stalks. Even worm specialists sighed in defeat. The creature was simply too illegal for the tree of life. For 70 years, even after finding 35,000 fossils, no one dared to define it. To understand the Tully Monster, we must understand its home, the Mazon Creek of Illinois. 300 million years ago, this wasn't a coal mine. It was a vast tropical estuary where a great river met the sea. This environment created a lagerstätte, a rare geological condition that preserves soft-bodied creatures in exquisite detail. While the rest of the world's fossils are mostly just bones and shells, Mazon Creek trapped the impossible. We see jellyfish, softworms, and delicate larvae. But among all these neighbors, the Tully Monster was the most dominant. It wasn't a rare fluke, it was everywhere. It was the king of its specific, muddy domain. Yet, the mystery deepens. Why is it only there? If this was a successful design, why didn't it spread? In the vast fossil records of Europe, Asia, and Africa from the same era, there isn't a single trace of it. It's as if the Tully Monster was a limited edition boss that only spawned on one specific server in the history of the world. Just when hope was fading, in 2016, the journal Nature dropped a bombshell. A team from Yale used electron microscopes to find melanosomes in its eyes, a complex structure exclusive to vertebrates. They also found a faint white line down its center, declaring it a notochord, the precursor to a spine. The academic world exploded. People cried out, so this freak was our distant relative? An early ancestor of humans. But the victory was short-lived. In 2023, a team from the University of Tokyo arrived with micro-precision 3D laser scanners. They conducted an exhaustive study of over 150 fossils. Their conclusion? The notochord was actually just the remains of a gut. Even more fatal, they found the head was segmented, a trait impossible for any vertebrate. The 2016 conclusion was shattered. It wasn't a vertebrate, it was kicked back into the wilderness of the unidentified. We are back to square one, staring at a creature that refuses to be known. The most haunting thing about the Tully Monster is its absolute loneliness. In paleontology, we identify a species by finding its relatives. But the Tully Monster is a complete orphan. It didn't follow the rules of the Carboniferous period. While everything else was evolving into beetles or fish, the Tully monster was playing a different game entirely. Perhaps it represents a second system of life that once existed on Earth. Imagine if evolution wasn't a single path, but a series of experimental drafts. The Tully monster might have been a version 2.0 that was more advanced in perception but failed in long-term survival. It used an invertebrate's body but equipped it with the sensory power of a vertebrate. It was a high-tech machine built on an old chassis. The Tully monster remains a silent guardian of Earth's secrets. It reveals that evolution isn't a ladder, but a chaotic, beautiful, and sometimes failed arms race. It reminds us that nature doesn't always have to make sense to us. It lies in the rock, posing a question to every scientist who dares to look: who decided that life must follow your rules? The Tully monster is the ultimate hacker of the prehistoric seas. It left no descendants, only the longest cold case in scientific history. It reminds us that the answers to life's origins are far crazier, far more diverse, and far more alien than we ever dare to imagine. Thanks for watching. If you found this mystery as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like and follow for more deep dives into the world's most unexplained discoveries.